My name is Bobby Jo Duffy. I'm a learning manager here at Holland College in the Accounting Technology program.
I'm Shane Kelly. I'm a learning manager at Holland College in the Accounting Technology program.
I'm Ava Washington, and I'm a second year in the Accounting Technology course at Holland College.
I'm Brett Doucette. I'm a second year student at Holland College in Accounting Technologies.
I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I'm thinking, what should I do, what should I do? And so I signed up for accounting here at Holland College, and it was a great decision. Yeah.
I was actually a late acceptance into the program. It was a pretty last-minute decision, and I got really lucky to get in.
So we pride ourselves in having small class sizes, so your individual learning managers will know your names very quickly. We carry that relationship on, so throughout the program we have an open door policy. You can always bring any questions, concerns with us. We're very approachable.
And that's kind of how it was. Like, they were people. They didn't treat themselves or us like they were above us. They were peers that knew more. And they just kind of shared their knowledge with us over the years. It was really cool. I had a great time so far.
And then when you actually do join the workforce, we stay within communication with you during that process, so we can still reach out to you, make sure everything's going okay with your new employer before you join the workforce on a full-time capacity.
We often have students wondering, like, at the end of this course, what can I do? What can I work at? Where am I going to be? And it really depends on what your interest is too, because not only can you work at an accounting firm, every business needs an accountant, so what are you interested in and where do you want to be? There's lots of opportunities out there, and we go visit our graduates at all sorts of companies and businesses.
So the first course you'll take will be Financial Accounting 1, so that introduces you to the accounting cycle, how to prepare journal entries, how to handle source documents, receipts, producing all that into the final financial accounting statements that all businesses produce every year. So you'll work on that. You'll take a business law course. You'll take human resources. So we get kind of a wide sample of individual work, but group work as well. So you'll get to know your peers. You'll be doing work like that. There'll be some simulations that you'll go through. So it's real world scenarios where, again, you're with a group. You might even be competing against each other for results. And yeah, lots of courses like that. So you kind of dip your toe in a wide range of areas in the first year. So in year 2, you'll do more accounting courses. So there's a cost accounting course, there's other individual management style accounting courses that you'll take as well. And then there's an organizational behavior course as well, which is a lot of fun to deliver that course. You get to learn a lot about your fellow students and your peers. And then we do a corporate tax course, which is the last one that you'll take. So you dive into, again, some individual schedules for corporations, and then you'll produce the T2 corporate income tax return, and you'll use software as well for that experience before you start your on-the-job training. So in terms of accounting software, we're always evolving with that. So we meet with an advisory committee once a year, and they give us feedback from the industry about which programs are working, which ones might become dated. So we always keep our students up to date on that, because that's what they're going to be using when they get their job, when they do their on-the-job training, when they're in the workforce.
The work integrated learning experience or on-the-job training can be a win-win situation for both the employer and the students. Due to feedback from industry, our job fair even gives the opportunity to first-year students to make connections with businesses, and some of them have gotten summer jobs that have turned into on-the-job training and then a permanent employment.
Yeah, so one of my favorite parts of the program, one of the most rewarding parts, is when we go visit our students when they're doing their on-the-job training, and we get to see them in action, and we get feedback from their managers as to how they're doing, and we also see a lot of the recent graduates of our program within those organizations as well, which is always good to see them thriving within the industry that they studied in. So it's great. That's one of the most rewarding parts for sure.
I started the week after the OJT ended, which is really, really cool. I'm very happy to be there. But the on-the-job training itself, it was fantastic. I learned a ton. They were super patient with me. They encouraged all of my questions. Just great. They provided me with everything I need to know, and I feel like Holland College did a great job of preparing me for them.
Yeah, during your on-the-job training, you usually end up having an aha moment where a lot of your learning kind of makes more sense than it ever did, just seeing it and using it in practice.
That's a great program at the college is that you are required to do some OJT, on-the-job training. They call it work integrated learning here, but the words are kind of interchangeable. Something I found very useful is the stuff you learn here at the college you use directly in your job. It gives you amazing skills to be hired. You feel like you're actually an asset to the company that they've taken you on for your work integrated learning. It feels like, oh, I've learned this in college, and your employer's like, oh my goodness, you know this? This is fantastic. An example for me would be like QuickBooks Online, Sage, that kind of stuff it's kind of the age of the future, and a lot of people are moving away from pen and paper, and they want to do cloud accounting, and having those skills is super important, and they do teach it here at the college. That is covered in one of the courses here, so I think it's a great edge to have.
Yeah, so our recent graduates tend to have a pretty successful rate in finding work, and not just finding work, but in the field that they studied. So, and we're finding too those relationships are forming earlier. So it's not even necessarily you have to be a graduate of the program, but when people hear you're in the program, they're drawn to your name, and they're likely to maybe give you an employment opportunity that you otherwise might not have.
Well, in accounting, we realize that, you know, data entry can get kind of mundane. So we try to kind of keep it fun and interactive. Activity-based learning is something like we're really passionate about, and we like to introduce it into the classroom. So you could be doing anything from playing like online games, simulations, down to a Monopoly game with an accounting twist, or even building a gingerbread house for your final exam.
There's so much hands-on learning here at the college. I'm thinking of playing even games, like they'll do Monopoly or board games that are tweaked a little bit to apply to accounting, like every move you make in Monopoly, you make an accounting journal entry for. And for me, that's really important because I'm not an auditory learner, I'm not a visual learner, I'm a kinetic learner. I need to do the thing that we're learning, otherwise it just goes over my head. And I think that's fantastic for me that I can learn that way, and I'm sure there are a lot of other people who learn that way, and that's why the accounting program is amazing, because the instructors really try to focus in on hands-on learning with theory as well.
So I think a common misconception is that you have to be really good at math. So I would say being organized is more valuable than anything else in the world of accounting. So if you're showing up to class, you're doing your work, you're submitting your assignments on time, the assessments and quizzes will very much reflect that work that you've already spent the time preparing. So there's no surprises on quiz day within the accounting program.
If you want to keep going, it's a pathway to achieving your CPA designation. You can use, you have credits from here, and you can continue on with university courses and keep working towards your CPA. And we do have students more and more every year getting their CPA designation.
These 2 years at Holland College have been fantastic. It's definitely been a highlight of my life so far, I think. I've had some struggles, as everyone has, and just getting to this point where I can be on my way to getting my career underway, it feels great.
We are definitely proud parents by the end of by graduation time, seeing them walk across the stage. That's the best day, actually, is that day, and getting pictures with them all and celebrating with them.